She
Okay.
literally lunged at me. I blacked out, man. I was
Okay.
like, I have to defend myself.
Holy shit, my mom just attacked me, dude.
Are you injured?
Oh my God. I'm not injured. She is.
Okay.
Came at me out of nowhere.
My daughter stabbed me in my chest. I can't hardly talk, and it's pulsing and bleeding. I think I'm gonna die.
Following these two frantic 911 calls, officers arrived to discover a mother left bleeding from multiple stab wounds, while her young daughter is mysteriously missing. As investigators work to piece together what really happened, they're met with a web of deception, strategic misdirection, and a haunting family past that slowly unravels the path to this unthinkable act of violence. Upon entering the home, officers discovered 59-year-old Donna Vaccaro lying on the floor, bleeding profusely from multiple stab wounds. Despite her severe injuries, she managed to tell them that her daughter Jillian had fled the room, but she wasn't sure if Jillian was still nearby. As medics rushed Donna to the hospital in critical condition, officers began combing through the residence. In the kitchen garbage can, they found a knife covered in blood. With no sign of Jillian inside the house, police turned their attention to the surrounding neighborhood. Then, just as the search widened, something unexpected happened. Dispatch received another 911 call. To their astonishment, the voice on the line was Jillian's.
I'm walking out of this neighborhood so nobody hears me in here.
And where are you walking towards right now?
Just so I'm out of this fucking neighborhood before I tell anybody.
As Jillian runs from the scene, the dispatcher quickly works to keep her on the phone, hoping to trace her location and guide officers to her.
I'm a little white girl. I'm 24 years old. This bitch 54 fucking years old. She fucking, oh my God. I'm getting out of this neighborhood so I don't disturb the fucking neighbors because she's been fucking at this all night, man. She's been trying me. Not like that though. Oh my God. I was so scared for my life. She's a big bitch. Never done that, man. I never thought I had to. I thought people, I'm strong. I thought people would see that.
You're okay.
I've never done this. Like, I've never done anything like this. I never had to.
Do you see law enforcement?
I'm absolutely horrible.
I know you know your mom.
My fucking mother came at me.
Alright, well, come here for a second. Come here.
Okay. Should I put this away? This phone?
After placing Jillian in custody, officers started observing disturbing shifts in her demeanor. She appeared eerily detached from the horrific acts she just committed. Though her reactions raised concern at the time, everything would make sense once detectives uncovered a heartbreaking event from her history, one that had steered her toward this devastating outcome. When Detective Haas showed up at the house that morning, he had one objective: determine who was telling the truth, Jillian or her mother Donna. But with Donna's condition still critical and both women insisting they were the victim, uncovering the facts wouldn't be simple. Then, just as the investigation began to stall, Jillian's version of events took a strange turn, casting doubt on her mental stability and shifting the direction of the case entirely.
Hello. Hey, I'm Detective Haas with the Sheriff's Office. Are you Jillian? Okay. Why do we get? How do we get called this morning? How do I end up here? How are we ended up trying to figure this out? What happened?
I was cooking.
Okay.
And she wanted me to turn my music down. She came out and lunged at me out of nowhere.
Okay.
And she had scratched me with a nail, and that's when I literally, fight or flight kicked in, and I was like, I'm not about to run and have.
Right.
I was starving, man. Like, literally starving.
You didn't get any food that you cooked up, or?
I had already been having some kind of a defense, like, need to defend myself because she would, like, bang on my doors, say all this stuff, and like, she even like opened it and came in my room with like a rusty screwdriver, and I had to like bang the door closed because I was like, oh my god.
So was that today, yesterday or today though, or was that something?
That was just this past week. We've had a few things where
arguments,
and then even the police were called where she had to get a welfare check because I just was like, I don't want to talk right now. Like I'm just resting. Like.
Detective Hose was immediately struck by Jillian's eerily calm behavior, especially for someone insisting it was self-defense. While trauma might have numbed her response, his instincts told him there was more beneath the surface. He pressed on, determined to uncover the truth.
You were in the kitchen, but then you went to the living room. You're listening to some music, and then she come barging out of her room.
It's like a bat out of hell. Like
did she?
Like,
but you didn't. So you knew it was her, but she come out. Now, was she have anything in her hands, or is she like, what's she doing? What's she saying?
I'm trying to figure out which hand it was without my hands. It was her left hand, then came and struck my right hand with her nail, and that's when based on her demeanor and her violent, it was almost like energy. Where she was about to make me turn down that music. I blacked out, man. I was like, I have to defend myself.
Okay. I think at some point there was something about you might have had a knife or something. Did you have to defend yourself with that? Okay, so so when you set that thing down, so that's in the back, but where did it come from? Was it like
I had it?
Oh, okay.
Because, do you want to know why?
Sure, yeah.
I felt threatened by her this past so based on her approaches towards me.
Okay.
Such.
Has she ever physically attacked you in the past? Like where she really tried to like where she hurt you, or is she? What'd she do to you then?
She had hopped on me, trying to get my phone, trying to rip it off me, and like I was just a little girl. I was like 10 or 11.
Has she ever tried to like seriously hurt you, like shoot you or run you over with a car, or like she's your mom and all. I wouldn't think she would try to do that, but I don't know her, so she's never tried to really tried to hurt you or kill you, kind of. Okay.
Jillian's assertion that she feared for her life around her mother carried significant weight, especially considering how brutal the incident was. Detective Haas couldn't dismiss the possibility that this was a case of self-defense, even if Jillian's calm and detached behavior told a different story. But without Donna's survival and testimony, the investigation hinged on gathering concrete evidence that could either support or dismantle Jillian's account. As officers at the house continued collecting critical details, Jillian was taken to jail, where Detective Haas would soon uncover just how disturbingly warped her perception of the events truly seemed. When Jillian was secured in her jail cell, Detective Haas moved on to standard evidence collection, which included taking a DNA swab. But in the middle of the process, Jillian suddenly asked a question no one saw coming.
I guess ask you if the nature, I know you're busy now, but the nature of these two questions, if you may.
If I can answer my way.
Okay, so
absolutely.
The two things I'm curious about are the status of the victim.
Right.
And if I may press charges on the people charging at me.
Notice how Jillian referred to her mother simply as the victim, not mom, not even Donna. That subtle choice of words revealed a troubling emotional distance, hinting at a deeper psychological fracture between them. But as she stuck to her claim of self-defense, Detective Haas began presenting evidence from the scene. Evidence that not only challenged her version of events, but also exposed the unsettling state of mind behind her actions.
You didn't have a scratch on you, so to speak, no significant injury.
You said that the CSI person would photograph you.
She did.
And you never followed through with that.
No, she did. When she told me she photographed over the tall black.
On this hand, you guys never asked me where she scratched me.
Okay.
And by now, it could have been the marks from the handcuffs when she ran her hands forward.
You have no significant injury. You haven't been stabbed. You haven't been beat black and blue or anything like that. Your mom, however, almost died.
Yes,
and that's.
And she came at me at full speed, full force.
Okay. The problem is also the evidence doesn't support that in the living room. The blood spatter, I've been doing this almost 18 years.
And she came and talked to me.
Right, I know, but the evidence, what I'm saying is your statement doesn't match the evidence I see at the scene. And why I went with the evidence I see, because that's literally like evidence, scientific evidence, blood spatter, plus the general state of it just didn't fit what you had told me. That's what I'm saying. Plus, she had told people that you would stab her when they first got there. So you have a woman almost killed by being stabbed to death with somebody that has almost not a mark on them, and who, you know, well, you can imagine.
You didn't hear that?
I listened to part of the 911 calls, but once again, what people say and evidence that I see, maybe I have to go with evidence. Evidence is scientific; it doesn't lie. It's there. It can be documented. Whereas somebody can tell me something that may or may not be true.
But literally, this woman, look at me.
Right.
I'm tiny.
Right.
I've been malnourished my whole life for a long time, since I was like 10, 11. I've died a few times.
Okay.
My girl was stunted by turning from around to detail.
Right.
You're a large man, you don't understand. This woman is 57 or something, 50 something years old. She's large.
Okay.
And she's strong, but she has arthritis. Imagine her hopping out of her bed, her just bopping around in the kitchen, and then a large woman comes at you like a shark in water. And then the scratch was the end.
Okay.
And then I went, ah!
Okay.
And then I run out the back door, I put that shit on there, and I called fucking EMT.
Right.
I'm like, oh.
But you didn't just stab her just once, it's like 7 times.
I mean, trust me, it was an extremely traumatic event.
Although Jillian made serious claims, the forensic evidence painted a completely different picture. Blood spatter patterns confirmed that Donna had been the one advancing, yet Jillian bore no defensive wounds or signs of struggle. Most telling of all was the excessive nature of the attack. Donna was stabbed 7 times with deep, life-threatening wounds far more consistent with rage than self-defense. Eventually, Donna woke up in the hospital and gave a statement that matched what detectives had already found at the scene. She also shared troubling insights into Jillian's emotional state leading up to the incident. After losing her father, Jillian had become emotionally unstable, isolating herself and falling into a deep depression. Donna said she tried to help her daughter, but their bond had eroded over time, eventually collapsing under the weight of Jillian's unresolved pain. While Jillian's precise motivation remained murky, and her accusations against her mother were never backed by any proof, the case pointed clearly to serious psychological and emotional breakdown. Jillian Vaccaro was later convicted of attempted murder. Her sentencing is still awaiting finalization, but she now faces the possibility of spending the next 30 years behind bars.